This is the iTIG 4 Model A. The Model A includes Megohm, installation resistance, DC Hipot, and the surge test. No data save, no reporting, but a very powerful tool to check the health of the installation system. This is a 12 kV version. All the A models will have 4 high voltage leads, 3 red for phase 1, 2, and 3, plus a black ground lead. Phase 1, 2, and 3 are labeled on the lead set in the clamps, and then you have your ground lead. We are going to do a quick demonstration on this 460 volt concentric ground stator. We will see some interesting results in the surge test. Because this is concentric ground, it will have some inherent differences in the 3 phases, so the surge waves will not match. But we know that going into it, so we will test it nonetheless and see what we can find. So on the tester, powered on, software comes up automatically. Click start, and we get to our setup screen. At the top of the screen here you see the Hipot and surge test voltage formula. The default will be 2 times the operating voltage plus 1000. Any of the white fields can be modified. So let's say you don't want to test to 1920, you want to test to 2000. You can just click the field, type in 2000, hit enter. And you can see now the box is grayed out because it doesn't match the formula. You can click any of the other white fields again and just hit enter and it will recalculate it for you. You have the option to connect to a power pack. We're not going to do that today. And we also have the option to set the overcurrent trip out level. If you have questions about that trip out level, contact Electrom and we'll gladly explain that to you. So first step here is to connect the test leads. So ground clip to the frame of the motor, unpainted clean surface to make sure we have good contact. Lead 1, 2, and 3 to phase 1, 2, and 3. Like so. And then we are ready to start the test set. First up here is the Megohm measurement. So we will click the red button and we will increase the voltage. In this case we're going to bring it up to 500 volts actually. And look at the microamp leakage current as well as the Megohm reading. So press the red button, high voltage is on, and now we use the slider on the right hand side of the screen. So bring it up here slowly and try to get to about 500 volts. Something like that. Now we can sit here for as long as we feel like. Leakage current is low, it's relatively stable. There's no reason to expect this will change anytime soon. So I'm happy with that. Press the red button, automatically discharges the windings and reports the megohms. In this case, extremely high megohms because the leakage current was so low. So this motor, the installation system is clean and dry. We're safe to proceed to high voltage testing. So we go to the Hipot screen. Design test voltage is set to 1920. Again, you press the red button and then use your slider on the right hand side here to increase the voltage. 3 full swipes will get you to 1920, or you can go slower if you want to. You will not go higher than the design test voltage. So again, we can sit here for as long as we want to. Trick here is to keep an eye on the leakage current, make sure it's not accelerating or changing or bouncing around too much. This is pretty stable, so we are happy with this reading. Hit the red button, automatically discharges the windings again. All right, we're done with the Hipot test. We can move on to the surge test. Next tab over, surge screen. Number 1 is highlighted in the top right corner. That means that phase 1 or lead number 1 will be energized first. We have told it what voltage to go to, in this case 1920 volts. You arm the instrument, hit the red button, and the instrument will automatically set the time base and voltage scale and then drive the voltage to 1920. Do the same thing, select lead 2 or phase 2, arm the instrument, hit the red button. phase 3, armed instrument, hit the button. Now we get the 3 waveforms overlapped. As you can tell, they're not perfectly overlapping because this is a concentric ground stator. You have some other features and options here that we can gladly explain in more detail if you give us a call or send us an email.